What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. I wanted to make a video about John Cena's heel turn. It's a little out of the news, it's not the hottest thing to talk about right now, but I did want to give my thoughts on it and opinions on it because, man, this heel turn, oh my, I don't even know where to begin, bro. Like, this heel turn was so crazy that I got people on my job coming up to me and talking to me about it, and they don't even watch wrestling. That's how you know this heel turn is on a different level, is making waves across not only social media but the public. It's crazy. But I remember back in like late 2011. First of all, I never would have thought in a million years that John Cena would ever turn heel. I just never saw it coming. He was always known as the face of WWE, clean-cut baby face. He buried guys throughout his entire prime. He was the face of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up. I just never would have thought they would abandon that. I thought he would always stick with that. I thought he would always represent that and be the face of that. But like I was saying, I remember late 2011, John Cena was in this kind of weird limbo stage where he lost the title against CM Punk at SummerSlam. He lost the Hell in a Cell when Miz and R-Truth interfered at the end. And CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio faced that Survivor Series. He had the tag team match with The Rock that night against Miz and R-Truth. And Punk won the title that night. But they didn't have Cena go right at Punk right away. He was kind of like, it was weird because everybody knew who his next opponent was. It was going to be The Rock. But they didn't want to just have him in these meaningless feuds along the way. So they kind of just had him in these weird storylines. Like they had a storyline with him, Eve Torres, and Zack Ryder. It was weird. He had a mini feud with Kane, and that's the point I'm trying to get to. I remember Kane, one of the very first promos after he choked him out on the announce table, the night after, the Raw after, I remember he told Cena, he was like, man, I'm paraphrasing, but deep down you have hatred. Deep down that there's this side of you that you're not showing to us people. And he told Cena, embrace the hate. And that stuck with me as a kid. I remember when that show closed off, because that was literally the closer, I was thinking to myself, is Cena going to turn heel? Is it going to be different next week? And I feel like that's when, right around the time when they were actually going to pull the trigger on Cena turning heel. I know that information has come out now. He was going to have a NWO miniature faction, a whole new theme song that he had ready to put out and use, but they didn't go in that direction for whatever reason. So the point I'm trying to get at is, I thought it was never going to happen. When that next week came and John Cena was just the same old John Cena, I was just like, all right, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And it just was. It was what it was. Until Saturday, March 1st. Man, I'm still in disbelief. I was watching it with my buddy Richie, shout out to him, and we were just both in shock, man. I remember he was looking away when Cena and Cody hugged. And I'm like, look. And then Rock did the throat slit. Man. And we just both lost it. I lost it. I threw my hat. I was jumping in the back seat. I was screaming. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? My leg was shaking. It was crazy. I could not believe it. And I was at the point where I was on the urge of tears. I was like, damn, this is doing something to me right now. The childhood in me, the child in me that grew up watching Cena, that partially fell in love with the product because of Cena, mainly Rey Mysterio. But just seeing that side of him it just felt unreal. It almost felt like it was an unscripted moment. And that's going to bring me to my next point, Travis Scott being there. I know a lot of people are like, Travis Scott, why was he there? He didn't play no role. What the hell? He ruined the moment? There's that. Travis Scott being there, in my opinion, he really made it feel more real. And I'll explain why, because him being there kind of limits the possible outcomes for what could happen. Because you're like, Travis Scott's not going to do anything. Or, you might think at first, Travis Scott's a babyface. Why would he do a heel thing? I know he's walking with The Rock and everything, but, he's not going to get involved. So it really limits the possible outcomes that could happen. So when Cena's heel turn happened, it already felt impossible. It already felt like an impossible outcome. And Travis Scott being there really enhanced that entire moment, because it was like, damn, like, Travis Scott is in on this? Like, what's going on? And then not to mention, he smacked the shit out of Cody Rhodes. Oh, my God. Oh, I saw the video. Oh, my God. I was cracking the hell up. That video was hilarious. But apparently he gave him like a ruptured eardrum, black eye, a whole mess. I hope he's going to be good for WrestleMania. But back to the point. Sorry for going on the tangent there. I never would have thought in a million years this would have happened. Like, this is awesome. In hindsight, like a couple of days after, in the moment, I was kind of like, man, what is Cena doing? I don't like this, kind of going along with the kayfabe, kind of going along with what they're doing, with the wave of thinking that they want us to be on. I was like, man, I'm against this. Why they're doing this to my guy Cody? Cody's my guy. Like, come on, like, what's going on? Fuck you, Cena. Fuck you, Rock. Like, I was upset, man. But in hindsight, a couple days after, I'm like, man, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Because this changes the whole dynamic of his matchups. Not only his matchups, but this changes the whole entire dynamic of WrestleMania. Now I'm certain that Cena, I'm almost certain that Cena's gonna win night 2, WrestleMania 41. But I don't know how. And I've seen a couple of theories online. I've watched a couple of videos. I've seen people say that there could be a tag team match the night before involving possibly Roman Reigns or CM Punk. The one that I like, though, and shout out to, I forget the channel's name. I think it's like, it starts with a P. It starts something like, I don't know. And the thumbnail is like Cena and Rock standing next to each other with suits on. So I'll give credit to them. They kind of really got me hooked on this theory. I could see night 2 going down. Match goes on. It's a good match. Ref goes down, because, that's the common trope with all these matches. Rock comes out, and then I see CM Punk coming out. And everybody's going to think CM Punk's going to stop The Rock, help out Cody. But he's actually going to turn his back on Cody. Because remember, he said he's going to stab Cody in the front. And he told him that to his face. So I could see a world where CM Punk turns his back on Cody Rhodes and aligns himself with Cena and The Rock. Also with that, I should have mentioned this before. Night 1, they could have the tag team match, like we said, with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. And we can have everybody believe that CM Punk is siding with Cody. And then, actually, I'm sorry. Scratch that. No tag team match. Instead, we'll have the triple threat match with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Night 1, main event, co-main event, who cares? I want to see Jey Uso main event. That's neither here nor there. I'm not going to bring that into it, but I could see a world where CM Punk has, or forces, or maybe it's, not against Paul Heyman's will. Maybe Paul Heyman does the backstabbing. I could see Paul Heyman backstabbing Roman Reigns, aligning himself with CM Punk. And then night 2 is when CM Punk aligns himself with Cena and The Rock and Paul Heyman and company. And I think Paul Heyman could be the mastermind behind all of it, behind getting them all together. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares about that detail? But yeah, Cena, CM Punk, and The Rock, Paul Heyman. Super team. That sounds like a super team. That sounds like the 96 Dream Team. That's just, it's crazy. But I can see Cody having to call up Seth Rollins again. And I can see Seth Rollins, well, not Seth Rollins, I'll say Cody, calling up Roman Reigns. And I gotta, you gotta say that they're gonna set aside all their differences and come together to fight CM Punk, Cena, and The Rock. That would be cool. I could get down with that, although I don't know how they would do a 3-on-3, maybe just individual matches with all of them. But man, I love that idea. I think that would be perfect. I think that would maybe not perfect, near perfect. I think it'd be a great idea. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below what theories you guys have been thinking of, what you can see happening. If you see CM Punk stabbing Cody Rhodes, if you see him aligning with Cody Rhodes and helping him fight CM Punk or Cena and The Rock. And one of the reasons why I believe this could be a good story and why I think this could possibly happen is because I think WWE is really trying to create their own quote-unquote Marvel multiverse universe, like the MCU, long-term storytelling, big star names fighting against the good side. I could see that. That's why I see this happening. And not to mention, they kind of did like a miniature version of that at 40 with Rock and Roman aligning together to fight Cody and Rollins. So I could really see that happening. I think it'd be really cool. I could get behind it. But yeah, man, Cena's heel turn, I'm still in disbelief. I don't think, this is another good detail to mention. I don't think he's going to be fighting any younger talent or any, the younger guys like the Braun Breakers of the world or the Carmelo Hayes of the world. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to go in that direction. Given that we're in March and he's only appeared twice now, I don't think he says he's going to do like 32 shows, but how many of those shows is he actually going to wrestle? So yeah, I think he's just going to solely focus on Cody. I could see a match happening at SummerSlam. I could see, if that doesn't happen between Rock, Cena, and Punk aligning themselves, I could see Cena turning babyface again before his run ends. SummerSlam, Cena versus Cody. Cody wins the belt back. I don't know, people might not be happy about that, but I could see that happening to build that story of Cody Rhodes' revenge, being the babyface, the new babyface for the children, and yeah, just standing on top and defeating evil and defeating Cena. So yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think as always. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, positivity. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.